I did the same thing you did. Sports was there and then went away.
Yep. Very weird.
Why do you run away, Sports? Why do you run away? All right. Go and live. Okay, we're live. And we missed nothing but a recap.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Yep. Here comes CM Punk.
I'm sitting on this cusp of like followers to get over 50. I've been sitting at low 40s for like months now.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens. Like I get one and then it's like someone that like loses their account or something and I fall back down. I'm like, no, my quest to 50.
I've had like one or two of those and I assume they were just bots that got cleaned out.
Yeah, that's probably what's happening to me. You want on camera? Come here. Hey, you little shit. Come here. Whoa, puppy cam.
Oh, they're in Chicago. Duh.
Oh.
Well, I could have missed the entire first hour and not missed anything. I assume this entrance is going to go for a minute.
Yeah, probably. Ow, you bite so hard. That was my wrist. Ow. Yeah.
I have no idea what's on this episode of Raw, Smackdown. I don't know what we're doing.
Well, that's kind of good. You just kind of walk into it blind and we can react
completely forgot.
Somebody likes wasabi. Like, what's on your breath? Okay, dog. I don't know what I saw while wrestling with this puppy, but it almost looked like they had a straight ramp to the ring, like the short, like ECW ramps. I was like, whoa, they're doing that tonight? That'd be cool. No. Ow.
You get that in NXT sometimes, but that's about it.
Yeah. Cool it. God damn. Yeah, I see that sniffer running wild, and he's just like, "Whoa, I smell things." That's my button. You can't have my button. I'm just doing puppy dog talk because we're just watching an entrance.
Right. Well, I'm just thinking about like what could he? I mean, what the reveal of why he gets a favor has to. I mean,
Well, we know the why he helped the Bloodline in the Elimination Chamber, or no, not Elimination Chamber. The
War Games match.
Yes, War Games match. I'm sorry, because they start off in a little cage.
His entire title run. Roman owes him nothing.
Well,
nothing.
Well, Paul Heyman.
He would have lost his title bout. He wouldn't have had his streak that he had if it wasn't for the Shield saving his ass time and time again.
Yeah. Well, he didn't make the deal with Roman. He made it with Heyman.
Who is Heyman to make these deals?
He's the wise man. Can't argue with the wise man.
Well, Brock could just show up in F5 everyone. Punk, Roman, Seth, a shark, everyone. Doesn't matter. Doesn't care.
Isn't that... What did you do? Like, you squeal. But yeah, isn't that like partly the theory of like Brock's showing up on the roster again? He could just show up
I would love for him to wrestle Braun Breaker at WrestleMania, but if he's going to show up randomly, it's probably to be involved in this weird Paul Heyman quartet, or whatever you want to call this scenario.
I would have thought if anything, you hear his music hit and he goes out and either kills Cena or works with him.
Oh no! See, if Brock comes back, Brock's coming back in the wise man scenario, I think.
think so.
And I guess technically it's only the three of them, so this weird threesome these three will have over the wise man.
That's what Seth is saying. Hey, that's my bear.
Yeah. Hmm. What? You're not supposed to be at the grocery store? What did you do? How'd you get kicked out of the grocery store? That analogy made no sense.
Maybe they think he's the one that kicked Booker T's ass at one time.
I'm just saying. Then you're trespassing. That's a crime.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know what it is supposed to mean.
That made no sense, punk.
It
None.
made no sense.
You'd be making no sense that
He's
time.
making fun of the goosebumps from The Rock. Is that what he's doing there?
Pretty much. Was it your own backyard?
This is gonna be a fun episode for you.
It doesn't even make sense. What do you mean not supposed to be in the backyard? Who said that? What mom?
He'll mention that, but he won't mention the shield protected his ass for his title.
No. How many times did the shield save Punk's ass? Punk, what are you doing?
I don't know what he's doing.
I want to talk. Stop talking, guys. Just stop talking. I'm not even.
Yeah, they're not gonna stop talking. What do you
They
want
need
to
to
say?
stop talking. They need to stop talking.
It's Road to WrestleMania, man. All they're gonna do is talk.
So going into 2012 Survivor Series, there was a pay-per-view in which that CM Punk had to wrestle John Cena and Ryback during the main event. This is when the Shield shows up. They interfere, allowing Punk to retain the gold. Then for weeks, the trios would just attack random opponents. They were the first. They were first CM Punk's mercenaries, but soon they spread their attacks. Blah, blah, blah. So for a good chunk of 2012 into 2013, they were just essentially CM Punk's mercenaries. They actually helped CM Punk take out The Rock, where it was then revealed that Heyman had been paying them the whole time. So they were the henchmen because of Heyman. So it wasn't until the end of 2013 that the Shield began to feud with CM Punk. So for a good chunk of time, Heyman paid these guys to help him keep his streak going. So you know what? Maybe my issue is misdirected. So clearly the favorite with Heyman. So the thought is that Heyman has to turn on Roman then. Heyman can't ask Roman to do anything. Roman will just flat out just chuck Heyman into the third row.
It would be weird to have Heyman turn on Roman, since Roman just came back and gave the new bloodline their comeuppance for putting them through the table.
Yeah, but this man, here's the problem. He's had too many exes. Mr. Heyman here has too many exes. You know, first it was Cena, then Brock, then now Roman. You know, you could argue that RVD could show up tomorrow and be like, "Hey, I carried your company for you."
Or the Dudley Boys.
Yeah. So he has got, now all of his exes are coming around and he's got to pretty much choose one essentially. But this ain't a Roman issue. I take this back. This isn't, the favor is clearly on the hands on the shoulders of Heyman. So what does Heyman do at WrestleMania is the question. So, okay, so they're explaining the favor now. Okay, I'll take it, I guess.
Looks like it. Yeah, know it.
Yet. Ugh. got 2/3 of the Shield. Just drop Punk. I don't know what to tell you. You don't need the full thing.
I'm seeing gossip where people are just like, Johnny Moxley is like getting bad relations with AEW. Like, oh, he might be jumping soon. I'm like, he seems quite happy over there.
Yeah, he and his wife.
He's the fucking man over there. I don't see him coming over here to swim with all these other sharks.
I mean, he's up there. Kenny's also up there, and so is Ospreay.
Yeah, I'm just saying he's like top of the heap over there.
See, I mean, he's got the belt, and he probably is considered the most well known. But I'm
not saying he's the god on his best.
I put Kenny and Ospreay above him.
Well, I'm just saying he's up there on that top level.
Right.
That's what I mean.
Right.
I don't mean like he's better than them. No. I definitely see how he's changed his persona where it's just like, okay, he's really made this way more believable than he was ever taken seriously as.
Yeah. But yeah, no, he gets free reign to do what he wants. So, I mean, I can't imagine him doing anything. Again, I think the big one would be Brock. I think if anyone's going to show up randomly, it's Brock. And I mean, I would love to see him come out and challenge Braun Breaker, but I think the reality is that the baggage from the Heyman threesome would make the most sense from the show up and be there. But you know, the real thought is he's going to turn on everybody and join Seth.
Yeah, I've been hearing about that a little bit. I don't know how they're going to swing it. I can believe it, but they need to, I guess, make it compelling.
Yeah, I can't see that one personally, but I know that's the talk. That's not how that game worked.
Is your title right now Raw Talk?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes, it is.
This is Smackdown.
I know. I was too lazy to change it after I screwed up.
You know,
I actually loaded Netflix first.
You know,
it says I'm live. They can.
What?
If they get confused, they can join. Next time, I might put Thunder or Nitro. See what happens.
It's true, Nitro. That's not Nitro, you bastard. All they do is report you that you got like a false title up.
Right. Ain't concerned about it.
Okay.
You can't tell me any streamers ever forgot to change the title of their game they were playing from a day before. It's no different.
It's true. I was doing that one of the Baldur's Gate 3 playthroughs with the wife. And she's just like, you know, you got the wrong title up here in the wrong game. I'm like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
I had to fix it.
You know, there was a time when through OBS on the Mac, it just wouldn't save changes. I would change it, start playing the game, and then White would notice it and be like, hey, your title's all off. It doesn't say you're playing the right game, anything like that.
Oh, it was like switching it back without your permission? Yeah. Oh, I think I kind of remember that era.
Yep, there was a whole time that was a thing. So since then, I don't really care.
I think I had to deal
to be honest with you.
Too. Yeah. And
So,
they've kind of gotten away from the whole thing where, like, yeah, you can report someone for that, but they don't really take it seriously anymore, unless it's something.
Right, and no one's going to
really-
care because I'm in the right category and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. I guess I could technically go in and try to change that right now, but
Honestly, with the title, you can really just be like, I am talking about Raw. And
yeah, we talk
SmackDown.
all things wrestling.
Yeah.
They don't want me getting lazier. I'll just turn it to WrestleBabble and it will just be like the show neutral across the board.
You could really just make the title Babble and stream
Right.
anything you fucking ever want. And just like,
Right.
I am babbling, am I not?
Sir never shuts up, babbles a lot, all right? So
Yeah.
just
Oh god, I still gotta fix your fucking name. I still get your.
That's
old
not
name
even
on
fixed
here.
on my screen, so what the hell? I don't care.
It's true. It's not.
No, not at all.
We're not putting in effort anymore.
Oh, not at all. I'm here to talk. I'm not a producer. What do I care?
Till you sons of bitches start showing up, we ain't gonna give a fuck.
Right, exactly. Okay, I'm on a every like 2 weeks gain of followers. So by the end of the year, I might hit 30. So we're good. We're getting there. By the end of next year, I'll be affiliated.
Don't you need money yet? Just need someone to show up and watch. Then we'll start caring.
Right. Nobody wants to hang out and talk. So
Yeah.
it's all about momentum. If you start getting people, they'll want to talk to the people. They brought Nathan Frazier up to wrestle against Phoenix.
Apparently so. This is the debut of Phoenix, isn't it?
Yep. I'm intrigued to see how much they let him do of his arsenal. That's probably why they brought up Nathan, is because besides Penta, who are you going to put him against on this roster that can move like him? Like, don't get me wrong, Ray's good, but Ray's older, so he's not going to keep the same pace. You'd have to bring up, Axiom or Frazier or... You know what? I take that back. Some of those LWO members, DJZ or Walking Phoenix technically, and those guys could roll.
Definitely DJZ. I know that personally.
Yeah. So yeah, that would definitely. I'm surprised they didn't bring up someone like that actually. But Nathan can hang. This should be exciting. Headlock! Lucha Libre at your best. I've also discovered I'm probably about 3 seconds ahead of you still.
Yeah, probably.
So.
Cause headlock.
Okay, maybe a little more.
Yeah, quite a bit. What do you want, you little poopy dog? Get over here biting my hand. What?
They announced Mark Nash last week as a new announcer, and I missed it.
Announce who as a new one?
Mark Nash, the ring announcer. I hadn't even noticed he was there.
Yeah, I don't remember him. Honestly, I kind of zone out a little bit on the ring announcers. Unless they got the camera straight on and they're just like, here they fucking are. Or if they have a wild hairdo. Like the one woman that does all the announcing for NXT.
Right.
Her what is it? It's like an afro mohawk that's spiked all crazy with her fro, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
You showed me that as an announcer. I'm gonna fucking remember that.
Oh,
That shit's awesome. Oh god. Yeah.
good guy Ray.
Oh. The toe catch.
Yep.
Yeah. Good fucking catch though.
Yeah, Ray was like, I got you, buddy.
Well, hopefully Frazier's not kicking himself too much for that. And just all right, well, I'm okay.
Yeah, he's got to keep rolling.
Yeah.
That is the thing about that, is that they're just going to, you should, as an announcer, just go, well, that's the risk and high risk.
Yep. You could goof
The
it
table's
up
turned right there.
and slip or whatever. Why are you trying to pull my buttons off my shirt? Stop. He's a bitey little pup. Bitey little pup. No. I'll give you ginger for my sushi. You'll hate that. What? Quit. Biting my shirt.
I think I've seen 6 commercials already for Until Dawn. It's been 34 minutes. Also, I can't believe they put in a commercial during Phoenix's debut match.
Yeah. That kind of sucks, huh? It's like, I mean, at least they're doing the side by side.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think Penta got one in his debut match.
I wouldn't know. It was on Netflix.
Well, I don't think you had to tell me what was going on in the matches. Wow. I mean, ow. Why don't you quit biting? Let's sit here and be nice. Where are you crawling to?
Okay, caught up on that. Yeah, you know we know you're in a commercial. There's a chinlock.
Yep, and we're almost back. A little bit longer, although it's not telling me how much longer.
Oh, this is probably the last commercial. We're in a chinlock. Oof.
Yep, and we're back. Now we're going to do a chin lock in the air. Wow. Stop. Stop, you old shit.
There we go. That was a pretty good exchange.
Yeah.
That'd be a long 450, my friend. That's still okay. You're not doing the 450. Phoenix Splash, probably.
Next Friday, they're going to be in Seattle? Jeez. They're skipping all over the country. Jeez.
That's what they're calling? That's awesome. Whoa! I didn't think that was...
Jesus Christ. The fuck was that? Like a brain-buster tombstone? The fuck?
Yeah, it was inverted DDT, technically, I guess. Technically.
Yeah, god damn.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to kick out of that. The Goodbye Amigo kick is also a pretty good name, actually.
Yeah. Finally, heard the name of Stephanie Vakir's one move when she does
What's
all
it
the
called?
face bumps on the mat?
Yeah.
She says she's what she's always heard it called is the devil's kiss.
Hmm.
I was like, okay, let's go with that.
Yep.
That ow. Ow. Fisherman suplex off the turnbuckle? No.
I'm letting you watch it.
Mexican muscle buster?
Yeah, the Muscle Buster is Samoa Joe's move where he holds him like that. But the twist into it,
Oh.
down into the Michinoku driver, essentially, is the Phoenix part of it. He looks very emotional. I'm happy for Phoenix. Although he no-shows all the freaking time.
Does he?
Yeah, I didn't meet him. I met Penta. Because he no-showed.
Wow.
And didn't even give Penta an excuse to tell the promoter here.
Fuck.
Penta's just like...
You're gonna have to stop no showing here in WWE. I don't think they'll put up with that.
That's
shit.
not going to work here, no.
No. Jesus Christ, you get chopped in the titties? Ow.
Once or twice. As he's reborn now.
It's a flash in the pan.
He's a flying lizard is what I thought was pretty good.
It's pretty good. But they're calling him a flash in the pan. It's just like, okay, come on.
Yeah, dude's had a career for the past 9-10 years.
Yeah, who's believing that shit? Reason he's dressed and you're not is because he's a hotter commodity than you, buddy. I'm sorry.
Oh, so I mentioned the last man standing part for the way they worded it. They just not last man standing at WrestleMania. It's last man standing tonight. Okay.
Yeah. And it just seems like they're just trying to build more stuff for that WrestleMania card.
Yep. Let me get something to drink. I'll be right back.
All right.
Since it's commercial time, anyways.
Yeah. Dog, you almost collapsed that stuff on you. That would not have been fun for you. I made the puppy pen bigger because the size that it was at, he can finally jump out of it. And he can jump out of it kind of religiously. So I built that up, and I now have this panel, that wall, that stays up permanently. But this one, you slide it between the 2x4s there, and on the other side, kind of behind my chair, in some there-ish. Slide them between both of those, and he can rage against that thing all day, and it's just gonna just bounce and stay put. But when he's not there, I take it down and I put it there. I've almost knocked it over on my feet. He's almost knocked it over on himself just now. Dangerous. Pup's going to be messing around there and have that thing fall on him and go, ah! Little pup ain't going to know what hit him.
Commercials are so long.
Yup. It's quite awful. Yeah, I just partly what I missed from the old internet because we got on here and escape commercials. Well, they just brought them on here and they're just like, here you go. Like, it's exactly what we were trying to get away from.
Well, they just brought TV here, so that's understandable.
Yeah.
Now, you could argue that cable was never supposed to have commercials, but it's a different story.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Keeps on the station going. They gotta have commercials. I get that, but
well, that was the whole point, though. Cable was supposed to be you paid a premium, and you replaced the commercials essentially with your additional funding.
Oh, for cable.
That was the original idea of cable, and that just didn't last.
Yeah.
You see the same thing with Netflix and stuff. It's
well,
like, hey,
I do. I get
people
to
see the same thing with Netflix and stuff. I have it with Hulu, I'm pretty sure.
You got some sort of secret deal. I pay less and I get no commercials.
It was at one time the highest price. Ain't my fault they didn't raise it each time.
Have you even checked into that? Is it still not the highest price?
Nope. It's the 16-something plan, I think. I would change it to the highest, but what's the point? I don't have commercials.
Where'd the
You tell
pirate
me you
come
pay
from?
the highest. I don't want to switch and get commercials. That would be awful.
Who's the pirate?
He got glass in his eye.
Did he really?
That's what they said when he took the slam on the windshield.
When you go to take those sorts of moves, wouldn't you just kind of like shut your eyes, just thinking like, hey, some debris could fly, and just be like,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't think that's real. I think he just
No.
wanted to put on a fucking eye patch.
No, I'm trying to remember back because that might have all been tied to the Jack Perry thing. I don't remember for sure. At London, the thing that caused Punk to get into a fight backstage with him was that he did a glass spot in his match and he walked up to the car after he Penta or Darby, somebody on the windshield, and said "real glass" and pointed to
Yeah.
the windshield.
Yeah, I've seen that just recently. That all came back up.
Yeah, well, because then they had Punk walk past this scene, so
Yeah.
like it was intentional.
Yeah.
But I don't remember if like Punk was like, you could get glass in your eye, you could do this, you could do that. Maybe it was just they're just playing into that some more, and I just don't remember it.
I think you might be right about that.
So
I did my best to listen to you through that because they were showing this stuff with Strowman and Fatu uh, interfering. And Fatu hits Strowman as he's running around the ring. He just always has this look of like shock, like, oh,
yeah.
like it just cracks me up. Like, I hit the man. Like, yes, we saw Fatu.
From this angle, LA Knight, I mean, Braun is bigger, but man, not by much.
Yeah. Yeah, even with Tamatonga kind of like more in the foreground, you can still tell LA Knight's taller.
Yeah.
Kooky. I am worried about you just a little bit. You quit biting so hard. Quit. Stop making me smack you. Quit making me smack you. Quit biting. Go get one of your toys. Or chase the cat. Even better. I'm pretty sure the one night he bit the cat on the butt.
Okay.
Cat chased him in circles around the full open basement there 3 times. The whole time throwing hands. Quit. That cat was not having that shit. Like, you will not bite my ass again. Not the tail.
Well,
he got him on the ass.
I mean, that makes sense. I can understand that.
I almost thought I had to intervene there. I'm like, you're doing a lot of laps. He's not giving up. But then again, that's the only way he's going to learn not to mess with the cats. Cat's going to tear him up a bit.
Yep.
Commercials again already. Yeesh.
So many commercials. I don't quite want to time these, but I'm kind of curious how many commercials we get per hour.
Yeah.
At least I haven't seen that Until Dawn commercial in a little while. I literally saw it almost back to back in the first commercial segment. It went Until Dawn, other commercial, Until Dawn again. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Well, I mean, if they're paying for those kind of blocks.
I mean, if you want to be in the early blocks, fantastic. But man, I don't think anybody doesn't get annoyed when it's almost back to back.
Yeah, so, I mean, some of these psychological strategies they try to go for are to annoy you so you remember it. But I don't know who that works on. It must work, but for me, it just makes me go, I will never buy your product.
It does work, and it works because people get up, they walk around, they're checking their phone. You could play a commercial back to back, and you may not see the first one because you missed it on your phone. So, I mean, I get it. I get it. You got to hammer people over the head. But, man, if you do notice it, it's just like, come on.
Yeah.
My problem is that, I mean, maybe it's going to be good still. I don't watch enough horror movies anymore, but, like, that's completely different than the premise of the game.
Yeah.
What the hell is solar real estate? Like witchcraft that sells homes? What?
What's going on?
The commercial for a sci-fi show.
Oh, that. Oh. That stuff, the Clash of Clans.
Yep.
I think I used to play that for a little bit until I just realized, like, it's just repetitive. And to open the boxes, it's like, well, you got to pay every time you want to open them boxes. So it's like, well, I don't. So
Right.
that's okay. I figure out some things to do well. Like they do like these little weekend tournament things. Like if you were like a clan or something like that, or whatever they called it, whether it was a guild or whatever, you'd want to like go up so many levels, get so many wins, and something like that. Well, the strategy they got figured out is you kind of get up to this upper echelon where it's very competitive. You're winning and losing, and you're just kind of breaking even because you kind of find your, kind of like the ceiling where you're at with what you have and your skill level and all that. So what you do is like the day before, you would just open your phone, start a match, and you don't fight. You just put your phone down and you lose and lose and lose until you're like way down a few rankings. And then that tournament comes up and you just raffle stomp back up to where you belong. Which is cheap, but like everyone did it. That just kind of eventually made me go, all right, I don't want to do this anymore. Hey, don't bite my cords, you little shit. There.
I'm sure this match is good, and I should not be distracted, but I'm distracted.
Yeah. Ow, don't bite. Don't bite. Yeah, don't be a biter. Nobody likes biters. Don't bite.
It's been a minute since we've seen him in action, hasn't it?
Tamatanga? Yeah. Yeah, the focus has been Jacob taking over where Solo kind of was, and Solo's just walking around as the boss. But this is kind of their typical doing a match where it's just like, there's a group. His beef isn't with this guy in the group, so you get one of the other guys in the group, and it's just one of those matches. Kind of like how they kept doing Meechin instead with Chelsea Green with Piper Niven. Like, well, that's not the match we want, but that's what the match you get. Oh, yeah.
I mean, I really should just focus on the match. I can focus for about 22 seconds before the next commercial. I should just do that.
So this new Call of Duty has Jay and Silent Bob in his skins. And the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, the turtles got me. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna get this for any reason at all. It's just kind of like yeah, that's neat.
I don't know what it would take for me to go back into Call of Duty at this point.
Yeah. I kind of want a new type of good military type game, but I don't know what at this point because I'm sick of Call of Duty. I'm not loving the arc of how Battlefield went because that used to be like a go-to.
They have a new one, I think, coming out.
I always like those kind of military shooters. New one, what? Battlefield?
Yeah.
No. I hope the release goes well this time. I played that release, but a lot of people didn't like the day one bugs. I don't think I played day one, but people
I'm
were
sure
able
they're
to
not
people were able to take
leak
the
it.
hovercraft straight up skyscrapers. It's not good.
No. But they have like a beta you can be in,
No.
if I'm not mistaken. Or they had, trying to help eliminate some of those day one bugs.
Yeah. That would be good. Gross. Ivy.
Oh, thank God we're back. I was contemplating all the things that could have happened during the commercial break. It felt so long. I'm like, Tonga Loa could have came back and recovered from his tricep injury. Hell, he could have re-injured and came back again during that commercial break.
Had to run in and re-injured it. Oh,
Yeah,
son of a bitch.
Then healed and was back again. That's how long that felt. Is a green shirt guy there? I don't see him.
Well, I wouldn't really expect them until
Mania?
yeah, like say the Smackdown that's in Vegas the 18th. I'd expect them there, both Mania shows. But not at this one, not at the Seattle show next week.
You think he'll do the SmackDown before or the Raw after?
He might do all four.
He might.
I mean, he's got the money, he's in town. Pile up 4 shows, why not?
He committed to that at least. Is Solo's suit made of felt?
Um, that or velvet?
That's the one I was looking for. Velvet.
Velvet. It might be.
I don't know if I've ever heard those words before.
What?
Oh no, the roll up.
Yeah, I guess that is kind of like a weird thing to say. Oh
Like,
no, not the
the dreaded
devastating roll up.
Oh yeah.
How's he gonna kick out of the roll up?
The humanity. How could he dare hit him with a roll up?
Here he is lining up for his patented move, the roll up.
Right.
As a car just sits at the top of the ramp.
He got his
now
cue.
it's deciding to come down. They kind of missed the cue.
He wasn't done with his promo. He needed to be back a little further. Oh,
Yeah.
nope.
Nope. He look half the time. Seth looks like he'd be playing the bad guy in like a Power Man 5000 music video.
He really does. I'm glad the backstage segments have really come back. Looks like they're quality stuff.
Yeah. Especially when you put like those two
Yeah.
in it. Yeah.
Well, what am I looking at?
Charlotte Flair. What is she fucking wearing? Grandma, what did they dress you up as?
It's like a kind of loose-fitting corset with see-through leggings.
Yeah, and what is up with this undergarment? It's like it dips real low, so it's like in such a weird way where it's like I don't know. Usually with those things, you're supposed to like kind of want to see the veg, but not her, not grandma.
Uh, I should watch Stephanie's Places.
I should
Stephanie
too.
seems like the most like genuine of all the McMahons.
Yeah. I kind of see it that way too because of her just growing up as a little girl around all this stuff,
Right.
and then
I
just
mean, I'm sure she had fun and it was a thing, and I mean fun in every sense of the word.
yeah,
But um, then married a wrestler, and then. But I think like she's always wanted the best and has matured the best out of all of them, in my opinion, from what it seems like.
yeah, and you know, in business, she's been known to have to be the hard ass at times, kind of like her father. And I guess there's kind of a rumor that like Shane just couldn't quite go there. But
Shane
I don't know.
also just didn't like the fact that he had other business ideas and he never got a chance to really execute on them because I think it was Shane's idea to buy the UFC back in the day.
Yes, it was, and oh, that was a swing and a miss by Vince.
Yeah.
But that's why Shane broke away and started his own company, and for what I understood, he was successful at it.
See, I thought that's why he came back is because it wasn't as successful as he was hoping.
I think he sold it.
Mm,
I think he
that is
sold what
being
he
successful.
had and came back. I don't think it was a thing where he like had to come back for any reason. He just did it. Because I mean, he's like already gone again. He basically like, what did he do? Did he come back for a couple years?
He's come and gone a couple times.
I just meant like within. Well, I guess it'd be within the 8 years I've been back here.
Let's see here. Formed a significant success in both wrestling career and business venture. He founded You On Demand Services CEO before returning. Sounds like he started a business in China that's doing well or did well.
Yep. I'm pretty sure he had a couple things going on. Kind of seemed like partly the reason he came back was like his boys were old enough to kind of see him do some of the wrestling.
Could be. That could have been. Because he did come back to jump off the cell against KO.
Yep. And have Sammy pull him out of the way.
Yep. Then he came back and blew out both quads or a quad, leapfrogging over the Miz.
Jeez.
That was WrestleMania like 2 years ago?
He's been on the shelf ever since then, huh?
That I know of, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the outfits are too close.
Yeah. What are we doing here? You gonna dress like her?
That was the Mickey James angle. When
Be a
she
good
dressed
way to
like
get
Trish.
under, get in Charlotte's craw. Start dressing like her. Like, I do it better, Grandma. Yeah, she getting booed.
Mm-hmm.
Do the bit.
Right.
Not wrong.
Can can Charlotte actually not get affected by this is the question. Like, this is actual heat that she could do so much with, but I don't know. It might actually affect her.
Yeah. Carry over all the booze, bitch.
I can't
Wow.
tell what they're chanting.
I don't know. It's a catcher's mitt. Catcher's mitt. It sounded a bit divided.
It's affecting her. This actually is really affecting her promo.
Yeah. It is.
I think the fans have gotten to her. This is get a disappointing rating. Like week 0 pop. What do you think's going through Wade Barrett's head right now? Wow, they let these two go legit.
Sound like Kaiser's in my DMs. Yeah, I was really gonna get her.
I mean, those two are a couple.
I know, but I don't think that's gonna get Tiffany.
No, she just didn't know what to do with that. She didn't know what to do. That crowd got her so out of her game plan of what to do.
Yeah. Frazzled the fuck out of her.
Yep. And don't think she was legitimately ready for the
to get shit on by the crowd.
well, that, and I don't think she was ready. Maybe she didn't even know the divorce line was coming up again. Are the Street Profits wrestling, or are they just watching the next tag team match? That was the most interesting thing ever, though. That last promo was the most interesting thing.
Yeah.
To see how much she was frazzled by the crowd, and then I wonder if she was. They went off script with that whole divorce line thing, because that seemed to get to her too.
Yeah.
And Tiffany bailed immediately.
Yeah.
Tiffany barely got the last of that line out before she rolled out of the ring.
Maybe she was. So maybe she was supposed to go after her, but just couldn't hear her, and then end up doing it.
I'm wondering if like they got out there and they had an idea if they were going to say, and then the crowd got to her so bad that they just kind of had to wing it.
Yeah.
And Tiffany went for blood, and Charlotte just was so dazed by all of it.
And she's just doing awkward smiling the whole time. It's, oh, why don't you like me? I'm the queen.
What do you want me to say is not how you handle that.
No.
Because the answer is they're booing you so loud so you can't say anything.
Yeah. Yeah, the answer is they don't want you to say anything. Period.
Yeah.
They do not want you to speak. What do you want me to say? Nothing, bitch. It's tippy
So-
time.
Yeah, if that's you, you have two options. One, you like New Day it and Dominic Mysterio it, and you don't say much of anything, or you say something aggressive at one of the crowd members to turn the tide back, showing that you're in charge, you have the mic.
Yeah. Say something angry and fucked up and make the crowd go, "Oh, what the fuck?"
Right.
And kind of shut them up.
Yeah, punch back at the crowd, so to speak. And she didn't know what to do. She just stood there like a deer in headlights. She did not know what to do.
Yeah. Well, you can keep talking. I'm grabbing a pop just behind me here, but
That's cool. That was probably the best segment I've seen on SmackDown by being the worst segment. Like it was real. That was what I feel like that was the most real I've seen in a long time. So
That was the most real we have seen since Jey Uso Raw right after winning the Royal Rumble and shedding tears.
yeah, that's fair.
Probably the most real we've seen since then. Although, what was it? There was something they had done just recently that hit me in my fucking feels. What the fuck was that? I don't remember. It definitely wasn't this Monday because I was at the Disturbed concert.
Right.
Maybe it was last SmackDown? What was it? I don't remember. Something I'm over here like, oh, you fucking get me all upset. I think it was wrestling. I was pretty sure it was us streaming. I'm over here just like, damn, they fucking got to me with that.
Back up there. Yeah. I don't know. I can't think of what it might have been for you.
Yeah.
My brain is also still amazed that they don't bring bolt cutters or scissors to the ring. I was thinking about the whole Jey Uso being handcuffed to the rope or zip tied to the rope. Yeah.
Hey, did you know you don't have to cut zip ties after you put zip ties? You can just back them out and reuse
zip ties, yes. The police issue ones are a little bit different.
Yeah, I meant zip ties.
Right.
And I imagine the police ones, they don't want to be just like, oh yeah, we just got these from the hardware store. Hey, how'd you get away?
Right. Just get my hands a little bit closer, and there's the tab, and pull.
Yeah, no. I had to take all the plastic, I think it was last weekend, off the one duck house that we winterized. Because my stepmother and stepsister, they're all like, or not stepfamily, in-laws. God damn.
There you go.
God, brain. I'm half paying attention to this, trying to tell a story. They left it all on, and then they open up the thing to have the door just swing and open, and it's windy out there all the time. It's like, well, you turned it into a kite. What are you doing? At least take it off the door. But I just secured all that plastic with zip ties in the winter. I'm like, there's so many of these. I'm not backing these all out. I am cutting them all. I am being wasteful. I don't care.
Way quicker than backing them out.
It really is. I wasn't going to do that.
Do we honestly think it's gonna be a number one like contenders match, or are we gonna end up with like a triple threat or a fatal 4-way tag match?
Yeah, I really do think it's going to be 4 tag teams. It's going to be like when the Hardys came back and like, oh yeah, it's a 3-way, and then we changed it to a fatal 4-way tag team match. It's going to be like that, I think.
You got some really good names, speaking of that match, to make a TLC match out of.
Yeah.
4 guys that I don't think we've seen really in a TLC match that could do some good stuff and be creative and work with their own style. I was thinking fatal 4-way, but I wasn't thinking that. You just brought up the Hardys, though. That's
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, these 4 tag teams involved in this rivalry for the titles, they could all put on a really good show like that.
They don't do a last minute rewind and bring the Hardys out again, do they?
Um,
Like this becomes
make it a fatal 5-way.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
just for the pop again later on, is all I'm saying.
I mean, they kind of have that little deal going on still.
Yeah,
They could go do it. Like, yeah, you want a WrestleMania moment? Let's do it. Really like the Motor City Machine Guns trunks, but
yeah,
I'm the type of people that a person that likes the green and purple, like clash.
yeah. No, it looks good.
Oh, Johnny, God. Oh God, commercial already. Time for a chin lock.
Yeah.
The Americas, Earth's supercontinent. Are are you trying to say that because technically North America and South America are connected? I mean, we count those as two separate continents. The only one I would call a supercontinent is, I mean, Eurasia, but also Africa is not separated from those two. That's three continents we list as not one. That's the supercontinent on this planet.
Yeah.
I mean, we only break it up because we got like these little lines to differentiate, and it's like, okay, like this kind of separates this from this, and that separates this from that. That's it. And with the Americas, you only got the one thing. You got down by Panama where it gets super thin. And we built a canal, and then China built an even bigger canal. That's a dumb thing too. It's just like, we're gonna take our canal back that we built. Okay, who gives a shit? China built one like 10 times bigger, right next door. No one fucking cares.
Sorry, I was watching a puppy video. No, we just want to rename everything. We did. We took the golf back too, apparently.
Yeah, yeah, that was kind of weird. When you just people not understanding like why is it called the Gulf of Mexico? Well, because Mexico owned Florida and the entire southern coast and their country of Mexico when it was put on maps the Gulf of Mexico. That's why. They owned everything except for Cuba. But honestly, it can really be kind of referred to as both. It's not really hurting anything. We just look like weird crybabies going like, we're renaming it after us. Like, yeah. I don't really see the point. Kind of like when we renamed French fries Freedom Fries and it didn't stick. It's like, what are we doing?
Right.
Well, France wouldn't help us. Well, yeah, no shit. They have a lot of people from those countries, and they sort of already have some like relation issues. They don't want worse things going on there. They have their own problems.
They really haven't shown the Street Profits a lot during this match, have they?
No, I mean, like how they just showed them there, just sitting there going, yeah, all right.
Yeah, that's about it. They haven't cut to him 16 times, though.
And they put him, like, what, in the Shield corner?
Yeah, I think so.
That bottom right out of the way.
Yeah, it's the easy way in and out, though, because it's right by the timekeeper table. There's a path, essentially.
Yeah, the hard camera isn't focused on that spot, so all of a sudden they can just appear.
Right.
And it can be a surprise. You have it on hard camera side, you could get an angle where it's like, they're coming down the fucking stairs.
What the? What the?
What happened to the turnbuckle?
What the? None of that made any damn sense.
Oh no, the roll up.
Well, no. Why wasn't he allowed to use the turnbuckle pad?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Like, there's a forward weapon. It's a cushion.
Right. I can bounce his head off of it in the corner 10 times, but I can't use the cushion as a pillow
No
fight?
pillow fighting.
Right.
Not allowed.
Oh my
Take
goodness.
this shit
ridiculous.
seriously. It's wrestling.
So ridiculous.
Yep. Now, if you're on the outside and you want to throw the guy into the stack of stairs, that's fine. Ow.
Yeah.
Ow. Not only ow my chin and neck, but ow my face.
Right.
Jeez. Oh no, the roll up.
It just keeps coming.
The roll up. Oh no. Oh, I beat him with it. See, that's
Yep.
why you gotta watch out for the dreaded roll up.
Only took 6 of them this match for one of them to work.
Yeah, well, it worked.
It did.
Can't put it past that. It worked.
I feel like someone's going to move. Okay. Nothing happens. Never mind.
Those men are so fucking massive.
Yeah.
It's just big, like fucking fighting 2 LeBron James. Like, fuck. You're fucked. whoa.
We're working on that. Which happens.
We're working on that. I finally
Yeah.
got it. Well, I'm way behind.
That's why I stopped talking sometimes for so long.
I'm trying to react for you. I really am.
What happens last? The last man standing match or the uh
The reveal.
yeah, for the favor. That's it. Couldn't think of the word favor.
Yeah, well, the reveal of the favorite. Yeah, I kind of think that does.
They just stand in a ring that's all destroyed around it.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know she was from fucking Canton.
Yep.
Yeah, but she totally left that one kid hanging. He was all like, I'm the only one out here. Give me a high five. She's like, fuck you. Uh,
Is this in Vegas? Nope, Pittsburgh
yeah.
next Wednesday.
Yeah, that's right.
I knew he did that, but I thought he might be doing another one since they were airing it, like the commercial for it during this. Maybe they did something during Vegas weekend, but
Yeah, with these things, he tends to kind of do either Indianapolis or his real hometown of Pittsburgh, which I'm pretty sure he's from Pennsylvania, around that area. Ugh. I still love what he did with what was it, College Game Day, with doing the Georgia fight song and then pulling the swerve on and going, "Give me Alabama."
right.
That was great.
All right, I'll be back in a second.
Yeah.
Never.
Oh boy. Oh crap. That's a big kick, but it just she kind of landed it too softly for me to kind of get into that kick. Like it looked nice. It was just like, but it hit me like a feather. Got weighed in a little bit.
What I miss?
So Jade attacked Naomi the second she started her entrance. So we got that
How'd
to
that
begin
go?
with. And then as soon as Naomi kind of crawled in the ring and faced the other way, they rung the bell and BFAB just went on attack mode. But it's kind of evened out now. Oh, she got the pin already. What the fuck? That top four with this gear might not be all that great. She keeps adjusting the boobage like it's about to pop out.
Yeah.
So she might need to do some reinforcing if she's going to keep wearing this set. Oh. Oh, let her get it off at least. All right. Do we possibly recognize anyone? It is just Chicago.
I was turning on the baseball game. Jade picked up a microphone for a second.
She still has it.
That was foreshadowing. I'm gonna miss the Damian Priest thing real fast to watch to see if we know any of the security guards.
Okay, future teller.
Don't know that one. Don't know that one. Is that? We might know one of them.
Oh.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
From one angle, I thought yes. From another angle, I think no. I'll check Twitter to see if they get any love for it. All right, back to live.
Yeah, he took too long to cover his eye after being chokeslam on the glass. You would do that like the second after he got hurt because that'd be more of a pain than your fucking back.
Yeah.
I don't buy it.
Let me know when Kevin Owens gets on your screen.
Kevin Owens is already on my screen.
Okay. He's got a Finn shirt?
He is wearing a Finn Balor shirt. What the fuck?
Just saying. I noticed. The accountant too. We got a problem. Is the man in the trunk? Yeah. That's a problem. All right. Got another hour. Got to lock in for another hour. Got some good stuff coming up, but
To make commercials.
just so many
It
commercials.
take us out of it so much. So you're thinking about the Nintendo Switch news? The tariffs
the
are gonna set that
reconsideration
back
for the
a bit,
tariffs.
huh?
Yeah. Is what it is.
They're already talking about like going like, yeah, maybe it's not going to be June 5th.
Well, if they hold off on the date, it's purely because they hope the tariffs go away and they can bring the price to what they want to be. They
Oh.
probably have a bunch of metrics saying that at this price point, they expect to sell X amount of units. If they have
Okay.
to adjust the price point because of the tariffs, because they announced their price 8 hours before Trump announced the tariff prices, if they up the price,
Even
to-
more where people are already unhappy.
right, but if they have to up that price from there to adjust for the tariffs, whatever that is, 25%, 24%, they don't have metrics for that, and they already see the backlash. So they're between what they think they should sell plus the backlash. That's the only reason why they'd put it off, is if they would hope that the tariffs would go away. Because no one knows how long the tariffs are going to stay.
Because, yeah, otherwise they would. The other thing they could do, but they probably don't want to do, would be keeping that price, telling people this is the price because of the tariffs, even though it's probably not.
It's too late. They can't do that now because of this.
Well, I
Because they
guess.
put the brakes on, you can't do it now. Had they not done this move, they could have said it's the tariff price. But because they've put the brakes on it, we know now that they're reconsidering because of the tariffs.
Yeah.
And
I guess the only thing they could do then is just say, okay, we're leaving it this price now because of the tariffs. We were going to lower it, but now we
well,
can't.
the question is what is the profit margin on the console itself up to this point?
Yeah, because if they put it at that price with the tariffs
Tariff,
also, it could be at a loss.
which oftentimes consoles do sell at a loss
But
off the gate.
if it was already going to be at a loss at this high price point that people don't like, it's going to be
Right.
even worse with tariffs.
Correct. So it really just depends on what the profit margin was and what the company's willing to eat. But that's the same question for everybody with tariffs.
Yeah.
Friday, April 18th, 10 p.m. Pacific time. What time does that come on for us?
Um.
I mean, I know the answer to that if it comes on 3 hours later.
Well, they're not in Pacific time zone, are they? Aren't they in Mountain? Wouldn't that be
They
midnight
are, but
for
I thought
us?
that said Pacific time.
Oh, it's 10 p.m. Pacific time.
That's what I thought that said.
Oh, yeah. Then it's 1 a.m. for us.
What was all that? I wasn't paying attention to him.
Something about never stepping into this ring again. There's a reason we say don't do
Try
this
this
at
at
home.
home.
Did we think Kevin Owens injured himself in a way where he has to be one of the ones going like, I can't ever wrestle again?
I've heard nothing about this, if that's the case. And he's moving pretty well, so it depends on what the injury is, I suppose. I, huh.
Oh boy. It's his turn.
If this is legit, this sucks for him.
Yeah.
This really sucks.
This makes me think if it is legit, the holy shit things he did with Cody.
Right.
Especially that power bomb to the, or not, Alabama slam to the ladder off the announce table.
Yeah, this seems legit. Like I was expecting maybe Randy Orton to come out because Randy Orton's had neck issues and just up the stakes here, back and forth, stuff like that. But
Yeah, I mean that's the thing you would expect is the if it's not totally legit, just storyline be Randy coming out here going like, "Oh, so your neck's hurt." But here comes Randy.
that's why I shut up because the minute after I said those words, his music hit.
Yeah. He just RKO's him. Fuck your neck.
Yeah. Like, I mean, we're going to know if it's legit or not in theory by the end of this because it's not legit. He'll RKO him. If it's legit, then he'll probably just shake his hand or something like that. And
Yeah, I'll walk away and not fight or nothing.
right.
So that's someone just dressed up as a WWE ref in the corner.
Yeah.
Could RKO him off the apron.
Huh.
uh,
And then they started arguing with a fan or talking to one. I'm not sure which.
yeah, that almost sounded like a. What the fuck did you just say? Wow, I had that intrusive thought that he would just RKO him, and I should have said something. And then he up and did it.
Yep. It's kind of the thing with the voices character. He just RKO's everybody.
Yeah,
I remember he RKO'd Stacy Keibler for no reason, essentially.
yeah.
Now, do they find an opponent for Randy now, or does Nick just wrestle him?
I'd imagine give him some sort of punishment match at WrestleMania. I don't know.
Right. Well, Nick is a world champion himself, and I'm sure he's still jacked out of his mind.
Probably just trains.
Yeah, he's like a bodybuilder and has been his entire life, essentially, and has won titles at other promotions, and so he could do it, but they may not go that route. They may give him a different opponent. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah.
Home run.
Yeah. Screw commercials. I'm watching baseball too.
Dumb a bitch. I guess I could sort of. Maybe I could watch both at the same time. I'm not really sure.
Ozzy just hit another home run. So
You can always stream video in one browser at a time. Dumb a bitch. I can't.
one browser at a time. Open a different browser.
I don't know if I have another browser.
I always have two browsers. More of a
Alright.
class issue than anything else. Like, this software doesn't work in this one. All right, let me try this other browser.
Yeah.
It's weird to see Trout in right field.
Is it?
Yeah, Trout moved over to right field to try to prolong his career a little bit.
So you normally in left field?
Center field.
Center field. Let's see.
He was a five-tool player, and his speed kept him as a very useful center fielder. But
Starting to slow down.
I don't know how much he's slowed down. I think he's a lot of injuries. I think maybe there's less requirement for him to make spectacular plays, and right is probably more of the issue. I'm sure he slowed down a little bit. Everybody slows down as they hit their early to mid 30s a little bit, but also you don't see as many right fielders having to dive and slide and do all the crazy types of catches that a center fielder has to do because they have to cover more ground. And the less times he has to fall down on the ground is probably better for him at this point.
Probably.
Yeah, you guys got to watch your prices there, bro. They said highest grossing non-PLE
Yeah.
gate in that arena's history. Well, see how that's working out for you in Vegas right now? Ticket sales?
Yeah, I almost kind of want to look that up and be like, how many tickets are available still?
Quite a few. I was looking at it a couple nights ago. Because I was talking to my friend from Chicago. Well, technically it was like here, Chicago, Florida, here, Wisconsin, back to Chicago, soon to be back to Wisconsin friend. She moves a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know this guy existed. But anyways, we were talking about it, and I'm like, it's Cena's last one, and she's a fan of Cena, not wrestling, but just Cena because of Peacemaker and the Fast and the Furious series, and
Wait,
we were
he was in Fast and Furious?
no, but The Rock is in that, so
Oh.
like she's wrestler adjacent because of the Fast and the Furious.
Oh, wow.
Actually, he was actually 10, I think he's in 10,
Oh. Doing
9 or
what?
10. He's a bad guy.
Oh.
And by the end, he's part of the crew, I'm pretty sure. But
They just assimilate everyone they're fighting. We're fighting
pretty
you?
much.
Oh, you're part
Family
of the
just
team
keeps
now.
growing.
Yeah. We're a family. You're not going to try to kill me anymore? Well, you stop trying to kill us, so family.
That's kind of how that works.
The fuck?
But yeah, no, so we were talking about that stuff. So we were looking up. She's like, you're going to miss John Cena's last WrestleMania? I go, the prices are insane. The prices are absolutely insane. I mean, she's like, yeah, no, that's a bit much.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a fan of The Rock, and she's a fan of Cena, but she can't help but make fun of The Rock's man panties, as she puts it. So, which made me ask some other people, like, is that a deterrent? I almost thought about doing a podcast with that. Well, is like, are the wrestling trunks a deterrent to get people in, or a pro to get people in?
I I think it stops some like very like self-conscious guys where they're just like they skew into, like the homophobia kind of aspect of it.
Right,
And just by saying that, we all know what I'm talking about.
right. So I brought that up, and another friend of ours was like, I feel like because it's kind of at the same time comical to a degree, because some people will make jokes of it, whether it's out of self consciousness or just being a situation or an appearance that they're not used to.
Uh-huh.
That it actually is almost like a jumping off point. You can have a conversation with a random person, they can make fun of that factor, but it's something they can talk about at the same time. So it's not necessarily as much of a con, and that probably outweighs the in this day and age, essentially the homophobic individual that you might be speaking of that hates that look. Especially in this day and age where that seems to be hopefully going away. But so it was kind of a mixed thing. But I was just kind of curious, so I just threw that out there. Like, is it a pro or con?
Oh man, my girl's reffing these two beasts.
Yep.
Oh boy. Yeah, Fatu always looks like a little bit of a thick dude until you put him up against Braun Strowman, and you're just like, no.
Yeah, I mean he's not thick, but
Yeah,
Braun is definitely thicker.
yeah.
No way, a couple moonsaults keep him down.
I mean, also for being kind of a thicker dude, doing the jump up moonsault is fucking impressive.
Oh, he's a hell of a phenomenal athlete.
He absolutely is.
That I'm glad that the move did some damage, but if Bro can't get up after 5 from a moonsault,
Oh, it's still a big boy doing a moonsault on your ass.
yeah, but like the reason why the moonsault also wins with the pin is because it's a big boy now laying across your chest. Like I would need something more than that to want to stay down.
Like stairs.
Stairs might be one thing. The hell just happened over here?
What?
Ball game.
Ball game?
Yeah, that's what you get, Smackdown. Don't give me so many commercials.
Yeah. But it's a split screen commercial.
So I've got into a good one here. Oh, he had it. But he was just offline. I don't know if it's Nolan Jones out there right now playing. What looks like it's probably right field tonight. Where's he in center? Hold on, let's watch this Trout hit again. Anything happens way good down here, let me know. Maybe he's playing center. Oh, it hits higher than I thought. He goes to the wall to make a play. And Trout hit a pretty good one over the main wall, but they have a scoreboard wall out there above that. So he times his jump, and I thought he was offline, but apparently from that angle, it looks like maybe he just didn't have enough height. Ball glances off the wall, the LED board wall behind the actual home run wall, and comes down and bounces off his face as it comes back into the field of play.
Ow!
So I think it hit him in the tooth.
Ow!
So the doc had to go out there and give his mouth a good look at, and he's still like checking his front teeth. But, you know, maybe he's also a hockey player because he's still in. Yeah. Your baseball update is 1-1. As both batter number 2s hit home runs. Jose hit a home run and Mike Trout hit a home run.
Who we playing?
The Angels.
Gotcha.
That's why it's on at this hour.
I was going to say we're playing West Coast, aren't we?
Yeah.
That's their, 7:05 start.
Yep. Oh, my God. Not an easy play, but you got to hang on to the ball at least for the stop. I'm not saying you get the out, but come on now. Big spine buster. Sorry. Trying to look like I'm actually paying attention to the wrestling. I gave away what's happening next. My bad.
Yeah, you did. He's still taunting after headbutting.
Spine buster's coming.
Hey, a spine buster. That was a big one. How do I keep getting further behind?
I don't know.
I'm live right now. Yeah, it says I'm live. Damn cable providers. Get the tables. There's a broom down there. Get the broom.
Did they put Quan in? No. Maybe they just had them all switched around. Maybe he's playing left. Quan's playing right. Who the hell's playing center? I need to see our lineup.
Why did you call him Fat 2? It's Fa 2.
If Wade wants to call him Fat too, I mean, that's a Wade problem.
That's just mean. Ow. Ow.
Did spine buster happen?
The big boot. There's another spine buster.
No. I was taking a check. All that. Oh, that's Lane Thomas. I'm an asshole. So Lane Thomas is the center fielder. That's who it happened to. Thomas played really well last year. I just realized he looks a lot like Lonnie Chisenhall used to look.
Okay.
All right, back to wrestling. My bad. Not often you see a ball bounce off someone's tooth, essentially.
Yeah. Very
and
true.
Then Rocchio had one bounce off his glove. And then Braun's head bounces off of stuff. Is he still behind the announce table for you?
No, they were doing a replay. They just ran him into the post.
Okay.
Well, he slid pretty good after he hit that post.
Ooh, keep watching.
We're going to plow into that barricade, huh?
Keep watching.
Boy. There we go. And... Oh, Jesus Christ! Jeez! Oh, good. I thought they were not... I thought they weren't doing headshots with chairs anymore.
Well, no, he headbutted the chair at full speed, essentially. He ran at it. He didn't...
He swung!
I mean, it opened. He didn't swing it away to not open. It opened.
Yeah, opened, and his hand was behind it. Like, it was up against his forearm. Open nothing.
It opened. It's fine.
Look, I'm glad leading up to WrestleMania they're giving a few chair shots. As long as they're both like consensual, like, yeah, fine, fucking hit me in the head.
What would it word that? As long as
Yeah, consensual chair shots. Yes. Did I just coin a new phrase?
What did you call it?
Consensual chair shots.
That sounds like a finisher.
What? No, come on,
Like a
goddammit.
tag team.
I coined
like
a new phrase.
Team finisher.
Damn it. That's a new phrase. I own that now.
And that's not exactly how that works. It's step one.
I copyright that.
There you
Trademark
go. You gotta
it.
do that.
Consensual chair shots.
I think yeah, that's a copyright situation.
I gotta give it its definition, so people don't try to steal the definition, but not the name. Yep. All right. We'll copyright that after this. And we ain't got any viewers, so no one's gonna fucking steal it.
Nope.
It's gonna be all mine.
How much time they given the whole Punk reveal?
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Like, are they gonna wrap up this match in 7 minutes and just give everyone their long entrances?
Well, they gotta wrap up the match. Roman has to show up.
Yeah.
They gotta do the Punk entrance, the Seth entrance, and then I'm assuming Roman
Yep.
shows up in the truck and walks straight from the truck to the ring. It'd be better though if like they cut to the back and Roman's showing up now and he's like, "They're still going? That match is still going?" They just cut to him being all annoyed. After not a great inning, they did a good job getting out of it.
That's good.
But I mean, they're gonna at very least try to give this match should be over the next 15 minutes tops. Like this commercial, the match, and the next commercial will probably be all over in the next 15 minutes. They'll probably give him a full at least 20 minutes to show Roman up and get to the ring, and then
Yeah. Well, we're not starting off too good this season, but it's only been 6 games.
yeah.
Plenty of
And
time.
the Padres are good. What are we doing on the stage? Not the stage, the bleachers. You're gonna love this when it comes back on for you.
Yeah. When it's back on. How do we end up all the way out here? Where are we? What are we doing?
Oh, I got a real problem with this. Let me know after the thing happens.
Suplex.
Yep.
Okay.
Let me know when they're laying there and you got a count going.
3.
Why is there an empty pizza
4.
box that never obviously had a pizza in it laying there?
Yeah. Well, they needed garbage there, but yeah, I would have put just a pizza in there. You're just like, I'm sorry guys, but you're gonna land on a pizza tonight.
Yeah, like I'm looking at it and like maybe there was some grease on there at some point. Maybe
Yeah,
there's a spot or two, but it's not like you know when a pizza's been in a pizza box.
yeah, it's true. Maybe what they should have done was actually got a pizza, and as soon as it showed up, everyone takes a slice and you get it out of the box, so you have just
Yeah,
the
I'm not saying
initial grease in it.
they don't have to land in the pizza box, like in the pizza itself, because I get that,
Yeah.
but
Braun's cut on his arm.
pretty badly actually.
Uh, uh, is he gonna wobble himself in front of the table and get like fucking smashed through it?
That's what tables in the corner do.
Yeah, that's where. Yeah,
My only question is, are they both gonna miss the count? Is this gonna end up that? How do we get to a triple threat? That's the question.
yeah.
And you can't get to a triple threat if you have definitive winners.
Fatu, you had all that energy to run down with your fucking ass. Pull yourself to the top of the ropes and just collapse on the ropes. Fatu wins, huh?
Yep. I mean, they still have 2 weeks to get to the if it is gonna be a triple threat match, but
Yeah, he does.
yeah, but maybe they don't want that.
Maybe not. Tried to do his headbang after he stood up. He just fell over like, I can't do it. It threw off my equilibrium.
Yep. Oh. I wonder what they're going to do with the extra 10 minutes I thought they were going to have.
Okay, they're going to take a look at it. All right. Even wearing You Can't See Me socks. To hell.
I guess it's a nice thing for people who don't have Netflix, but who doesn't have Netflix? More people have Netflix than they have cable TV. Like if Netflix, if on Raw they recap some stuff for SmackDown, I'd get it more than vice versa.
Yeah. Yeah, if anything, I wouldn't recap it for them so that they have to invest in getting Netflix. See what the fuck's going on. Like,
Right.
get with the program. Get Netflix.
Yeah, but you don't want to make your people have to go everywhere for stuff. That's too much, man.
I mean,
Too much. Be
yeah, I get it.
accessible.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of us only have cable for wrestling, one, and then two, it's like football. Beyond that, it's like, why?
Oh yeah, I would. Those are the only two things keep me with any remote sense of
Yeah.
TV.
Same here. And when I wasn't watching those two things, I didn't have TV
Yeah.
because I didn't care.
Uh, It'd be nice if you could just pay for just the NFL. That'd be nice, but you can't do that.
Yeah, if they had reasonable plans to just get the sports that you want, that'd be good.
Yep.
At least I have that bundle because of Disney and Hulu for ESPN Plus for hockey.
Yeah, that's a worthwhile experience.
Yeah,
Word
that
has
that
the UFC wants to leave
you want to leave
that
what?
and be on Netflix.
Oh, well, it makes sense. Their parent company just made this deal with WWE.
Right. And they feel like they're not getting as good of a deal. Like they don't feel like it's working out well at ESPN. I think I heard the highest rating thing on ESPN actually is golf.
Yeah, I can believe that. It was just terrible.
I want to like golf. That's so close. Can I get that in a slow mo, please?
Yeah, I can't care about golf, and I don't ever want to try to golf because usually I see people showing up to go golfing when I'm leaving, going home from fishing. So it's like I'm already tired from this thing. I can't fit another thing in this time.
Yeah, I get that. But I mean, I'm not going to go fishing. So
Yeah,
that's such a close play at the plate. Damn.
I think for people that don't fish, yeah, sure, golf is an outlet. Because if you're someone that fishes, you're kind of like, well, I don't really have time for that. I gotta go catch some fish. Although I guess there's some people that do both, but eh.
Well, I didn't account for any of this. But let's see if they get to the last segment with 20 minutes left. That was my prediction.
I really liked Cena's promo on this. I don't know if I can get behind it, but I still like it.
Oh, he's fantastic on the mic.
I actually had to go look up what fucking Nepo baby meant because I'm like, I heard it twice here today. What the hell is this? I kind of need to know. I'm like, oh, okay, well, that makes a lot of sense.
Yep. Yep. Get places because of your family.
Yeah, basically, yeah, daddy got me this job. Well, if you believe anything that's been said with Cody and his dad didn't believe in him. Was a better father than other wrestlers that he trained. But where's that story and where's it reality?
Right. Additionally, sorry, got caught up in John's promo again. It could also have been one of those situations where, you never know. Dusty may have wanted him to find his own way through this. So maybe he thought he was giving him all the pieces he needed technically to do what he needed to do, but wasn't giving him the full attention like he would someone like I guess Dusty was a big help for Paige, for example, Saraya, and a lot of other wrestlers too.
Leading up to last WrestleMania, that was kind of the big thing of like, he was a big mentor for Roman Reigns, but
right,
not for Cody.
But maybe he felt like I like the fact that Cody didn't hesitate to show some love to his AEW starting buddies there.
Oh.
The gun salute to the WrestleMania sign and the Too Sweet.
Oh.
The Too Sweet is a big Bullet Club thing.
Yeah, because kind of making fun of that Attitude Era Wolfpack stuff.
So the Bucks use it all the time.
Yeah.
And then the gun thing to the sign was Kenny Omega. I bid you adieu.
Gotcha.
Good night and goodbye, and he does the bang and walks away. So, still showing some love to the Bucks and to Kenny.
That's a weird gauntlet match at WrestleMania. That was like a match just to throw a bunch of women in a match.
They do that a lot at WrestleMania.
That's weird. Other than the KO thing going on, I feel like they got so much to work with right now this year. Please show up, my tribal chief.
They started the segment at 40, but now they're going to commercial. Damn. I was partially right. Sorry, getting caught up on text messages real fast.
No problem.
Wait, the Minecraft movie's in theaters?
Yeah, I think it is already.
I hate the fact that I kind of want to see that. I can wait for it to hit whatever, Peacock or whatever it comes out on, but
Why do you hate it? Like, hate the
Because I
fact that
don't-
you want to see it.
because I don't play Minecraft,
Oh.
like there's no element of that should make me want to see that from like a fandom interest, but just
I get that.
it at
That
the
makes
same time
sense.
does look decent.
Yeah. I mean, I need to remake a Minecraft account. That's the only thing stopping me now. They did an upgrade from Flash over to what they were doing, and I couldn't remember my password to save my life, and any of the recovery stuff wasn't working. So I'm like, guess I'm losing that. Oh well.
Yeah.
So I just gotta buy another one. But yeah, I played a bit of Minecraft. I burned up a computer with a heavily modded version of Minecraft. Just melted the video card on it. Had 189 mods running, and it just went bleh. It was actually when I built my last computer that I just replaced this August.
Okay. I wouldn't have guessed that.
That killed it while I was in Seattle, like a year into living there.
Roman's not having it with Heyman tonight.
Yeah. He doesn't necessarily see him as a traitor, but he's just kind of annoyed with him. Like, what's the shit you got us into? You're my fucking wise man, you bastard. Jesus Christ, all the circuitry for those fucking panels.
Yeah, we're missing one board's out. Fuck, trace the cables.
Oh God. How would you like to have to be troubleshooting those problems for them?
Better than unnamed fast food place trying to burn their places down by power washing their floors.
Or training trainees as you're a trainee.
Right. We too. You know what? Have this person's gonna shadow you. Who am I shadowing?
Oh man, what a clusterfuck you got into there.
The sad part is, I wonder how far I would have got at this point if I would have stayed.
Did you done
One
the
of
place
two
by
options.
now?
Yeah, one of two places. I could either A, be like one level up, stuck in a salary position that I don't like, or B, running the company. I'm not sure which they would.
Yeah, you'd be an executive on the board at this point.
I did learn a valuable lesson at that location, though, which is that I feel as though if I keep my mindset the way I want to and I go into a place like that, then I really can advance pretty quickly in that field if I want to.
Good. I see some goddamn chipper. Really? All right, main event of WrestleMania, I believe, but
What is it about Roman makes you feel like he's looking a little older? Is it the beard?
hmm.
Is it the hair? The way he has it cut underneath, but not fully cut
Bags
underneath?
under the eyes a little bit. That
Yeah,
the gray in his beard.
it's not too gray. My beard's got more gray than he does. I think maybe it's the bags.
Oh, I hit it the first try, huh?
Yeah, it might be the bags. I think the hairline's a little bit weird.
Scrunches his eyes like that, he gets double bags.
That happened to Punk overnight, too. Punk went from looking one age to looking pretty ragged quickly after. And I think, again, it's the bags under the eyes that did it to him, too.
Got a little worn out coming back to this business, I think.
He looked worn out before he left, honestly.
Yeah, fair enough.
When he was in ROH, when he first got there, when he had longer hair still, he looked one way. And then I didn't notice it, but a mutual friend of, well, you definitely know who it is, Steffo. I forget why we were talking about wrestling at the time, but she's like, damn, Punk. You look a little worn out there, buddy. Got a
Yeah.
haircut and you look worn out. I strive to work out and be like Roman personality wise, but I actually want to be like Seth. Like, just don't care. Going
You
to
just wanna
laugh
be a
at everything.
weirdo?
Yeah. But so good you can't deny that it's fine. He gets to be as weird as he wants, but he's so good the crowd's into it. He gets to be as weird as he wants. He married the top wrestler at the time. Gets to be as weird as he wants. Doesn't matter. I mean, just you can keep saying weirdest guy in the ring, but doesn't matter because you just can't deny what he does. Roman's a top guy, but if Roman acted like Seth, he wouldn't get over. How Seth has done this, I don't know. Seth is more like the Joker, but kind of a good guy.
Yeah, kind of. Kind of times he's not a good guy though. Kind of walks that line.
I don't think he's ever really a bad guy per
I
se
think he's
anymore.
chaotic neutral.
I mean, listen to this crowd's response to him once the music when they stopped cheering. And he's feuding with their dude.
Yeah. That's why I find him kind of neutral. He plays good and bad. He's just
I think I dated a girl with those same boots, though. Side note. When they show Seth's boots again.
what the fuck?
I think Robin Barto. Robin had those boots. I couldn't tell what the chant is you're about to hear. I was trying to listen hard to hear the chant.
Undertaker.
Oh. Oh, that's right. He did wrestle Undertaker in a not so great match. Forgot about that match.
Yeah. That was finally the one where Undertaker realized I gotta wrap it up.
There was that match. Which happened after that one, or was it the HBK somebody else match too? They did like a match in Saudi Arabia that he was very disappointed with. It was like three legends.
Was that Goldberg?
Could have been Goldberg.
Yeah, terrible one with Goldberg where they. I don't like to use the word botch, but they had some shit that didn't go as planned.
Right, I thought there was three people in the match. I think Shawn Michaels or someone was supposed to be involved too. But I remember him going, "We're all legends. We can do this in our sleep." So we didn't plan much for it. And then we got out there, and it went to hell. And he came back in the back. He's like, "That was shit."
Oh. Well, one of the ones over in Saudi Arabia was him wrestling Goldberg. I thought that was a singles thing, but they stunk up the joint. I think Goldberg gave himself a bit of a concussion.
Yeah, it sounds about right. Yeah, the bags under his eyes are rough. Wait for him to squint again.
Yeah.
They get a close up of him squinting. Not good.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like double. He gets like double bags when he splints.
He gets crow's feet.
Yeah, he's got that too. Pretty bad too. Chicago doing a fucking European soccer chant?
Yes, they are.
Oh, fuck.
Seth makes this for me. Seth makes all of this for me because Seth is like the sense of reason. He's the fan breaking the fourth wall. Because typically they'd push a storyline like this and they'd be like, what about this guy? What about that guy? What about this? What about that? And Seth is out here going, yeah, I know, I agree. Essentially, like this, what about me? Like I'm in this match too, so I need to know what this favor is as well. Seth is the reality check in this storyline for me.
Okay.
And I appreciate that. I don't think he physically can say it in 4 minutes, knowing him.
Jesus Christ, that's all we got left.
Yep.
Huh.
If I hear this one more time, I don't belong bullshit. Seth is great still. Hmm.
Well, is Roman the desperate fool now? I know you're ahead of me.
Right.
That's where I'm at. Let this desperate fool down easily.
He looks shocked.
Oh, he's starting to well up, huh? Oh, he's getting it.
It's not a good look.
Yeah. That's why he's crying. What to him? No, Dad's gonna beat my ass. There's no crying in wrestling. He's not relevant with you there, Roman.
Seth is sitting there just going, for real? Like, he told him so, but, like, how does this affect? Seth is laughing. Seth is reality. I love Seth.
And does Seth jump in?
Look at the bags underneath Punk's eyes.
Yeah, they're pretty bad. They've at least been bad since somewhere in AEW, that's for sure.
Okay. So, simply put,
Well, they didn't
Heyman's
wrap it
loyal.
up in 4 minutes. They wrapped it up in 7.
Yeah. So, Heyman's loyal to Punk, but it hurts him on the inside. I still think Brock should show up. Think that'd make it real fun.
That really make Heyman have to go, oh, what the fuck?
Right. And that's about it. The stare down between Seth and Punk when Seth was sort of just going, I was having a good time, bro. Like, I'm my own business, just enjoying the show. But, yeah. that pretty much sums it up.
Yeah, it does.
That was with 2 more Smackdowns to go. That's what we got.
Yep. Oh, last SmackDown will be maybe a little interesting. I mean, it's just butted up right against WrestleMania.
Right. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna. This coming SmackDown will probably set up that SmackDown, which will set up. Well, no, I'm gonna bet the next 2 will be good. The next one will set up part of WrestleMania. I don't think they can set up all their matches in one show. So you'll probably get hints of some stuff at next week's SmackDown, but you're also going to get some definitive stuff going into WrestleMania as well.
Yeah.
Then the final touches we put on the last one. So maybe we figure out, we get a hint to who Randy Orton will face at WrestleMania, and we get a clearer picture on the tag team matches, for example. And then the last SmackDown before, we'll actually find out for sure who Randy Orton's opponent will be. And I can't imagine they're going to leave him off the card. So.
Yeah. Yeah, how does he pivot? Like, where do they go at this point?
Well, I think you nailed it. I don't think if Nick doesn't want to wrestle, then he's pissed and he finds someone to avenge him, so to speak.
Just whereas saying like making a punishment match.
Yep.
The only thing I can think is this match with Strowman and Fatu. Was that like a number 1 contender for like LA
Yes.
Knight's belt?
Yep.
Okay, so Fatu, LA Knight, hopefully WrestleMania. You'd take Strowman and smack Randy around.
With the way things are going, I imagine it'd be the other way around.
It's true.
But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, we'll talk about it more come Monday.
Yeah.
When we pop in here for Raws, we get to the second to last, or is that the second to last Raw?
Yeah, second to last Raw.
Because
the third Raw will be the Raw after.
Yep. So we'll talk about it then. But
right.
It was a good stream. It was fun.
Yeah.
No one popped in this time, which is sad, but it was fun.
Yeah, on either side don't look like it. Oh.
So. Oh, well. All right, I'm going to close this out, end the stream, and then hop back over to Discord. So,
yep.
It's been fun. And mildly uneventful because of the commercials.
Yeah, commercials really
kill the vibe.
Yeah, it does. Sandbags the hell out of it.